Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with One Piece. We are here with chapter 1086. We have a nice color page spread here, but it is based on a reader request of Chopper and a cat crossing a rainbow reflected in a puddle by Crazy Dowdy. And we see Luffy, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, Robin, Brooke, and Frankie all in the background here. And we see Chopper and a cat, um, which is nice. But there's also a frog as well, which is really cool. And it says, "No rain, no rainbow." It's nice. I like this. I was gonna say Zoro's nowhere to be seen. Um, yeah, Zoro's the only one that is not in this color page. Well, and Jinbei as well. Jinbei and Zoro are not in here, so that's something. We are here with the Five Elders, chapter 1086. All right, let's get into this. And so the reverie came to a close, with the truth of King Cobra's murder kept under wraps. Tell me, have you seen this girl? Has anyone seen Princess Vivi of Alabasta? And we have Igaram going around showing pictures of Vivi. Where's the king? He is ill and needs help. There's obviously Pell and Chaka looking looking for King Cobra. While on the ships taking the various royals home, a number of stowaways kept their heads low. Hey, which country's ship is this? It belongs to the Aegis ship kingdom. It's Aegis ship Morgan's. Got it. We'll bring the office to the ship under the guise of reporting, and you need to slip under their nose and hop on board. I appreciate this. Hey, you're a king fleeing for his life. That's big news. I can't wait to dig into this. Well, what did you see, Wobble? I can't say, least of all to you. Go back to your own ship. I can't. Those people were CP0. If I go back to join the others, they'll just abduct me again. Let me use that transponder snail. I need to get in touch with my father. He's a warrior ward. Don't. Trust me, that's the last thing you want to do. Why do you say that? And then now CP0 is looking for Vivi and Sabo. And then we see Bonnie. I'm so hungry. Uh, the Tajine or Tajine Kingdom ship's hold. And then once I get to Lelucia, things should work out. And then I'm counting on you, Sabo. You must survive. Sabo's beat up. Very soon, the news came out of the assassination of King Cobra and the disappearance of his daughter, Princess Vivi, Sacred Marija. And this Sabo fellow, another man who bears a checkered fate. No one has led a life more affected by the D. But I'd really like to be finished with the egghead business. What is it? Oh, great emo. Chamber of Flowers, Pangea Castle. I wish to use Vegapunk's creation, the Mother Frame. Indeed, we will not know if it is real until it is tested. Perhaps the results of such a test might influence our handling of the egghead matter. A test on forested land would be better than an open sea. Lelucia Kingdom. There are many people there. It is no matter. Very well. The world is as the Creator wills it. Why do you choose Lelucia? It is close. Indeed. We shall take the necessary steps to make it so. We finally get the names of the 5 elders. So, first is one we already know about. We shall take the necessary steps to make it so. 5 elders. Godhead of science and defense. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. There are signs of rebellion in the Lucia populace. 5 elders. Godhead of environment. Saint Marcus Mars. And may serve as an example to others. 5 elders. Godhead of justice. Saint Topman Workery. Or Mercury. Or Mercury. But it's Workery. So we still have the planet names here. Nice. And if we could use its power freely. 5 elders, Godhead of Finance. Saint Ethan Baron V. Nosjuro. Then we can bring this ancient battle to its conclusion. 5 elders, Godhead of Agriculture. Saint Shepherd Jupiter. There is one other thing. Yes, I desire Vivi. It will be done. The Navy was stretched thin between the end of the 7 warlords and quarreling the sudden uprising in member countries of the government, rebellion in Tajina, and in Aegis. However, this was only the start of a new Navy campaign. Send out all the Seraphim. Crocodile appears in empty bluffs. So we have Seraphim of Doflamingo, Moria, and Crocodile. The moment we landed in Lucia, the people were ready. They took King Seke and Princess Comine prisoner, and welcomed me with open arms when I emerged from hiding. That was the first time I saw the news in the paper and learned that I was accused of I don't know. They treated me as a hero, and though I wished to tell them the truth of what happened, I just couldn't do it. Not when their revolutionary passion was so strong. Thanks to Betty and the others, Lucia was full of motivated people who wanted to join the Revolutionary Army. Those are the ones I brought back with me. I couldn't get a jamming transponder now, which is why I couldn't send a signal back home. So the message I did send was a relay call as we were leaving port. If the government picked up the signal, they'd assume I was on Lelucia. But in fact, I was already at sea with our hopeful recruits. And it was then, while on the call, that the vanishing of Lelucia happened, I presume. Yes, it was a horrible scene on the ship. Most of those people left families behind, and they saw their home destroyed before their eyes. It's a harrowing thing. What in the world happened? A great shadow covered the entire sky, and in that very moment, a great shadow, something that no natural living creature could explain, some dark. Oh god, no. Why did my camera freeze? Why are you doing this? Okay. I don't know how long that's been frozen, but it is what it is, I guess. Some dark, vast thing flew above the clouds. Sabo, you said the name Emu earlier. That's right. Well, this is going to sound very strange, but among the first 20 who created the world 800 years ago, there was a monarch named Saint Emu of the Nerona dynasty. Look at this. It said that the means to create everlasting life exist in this world. Well, someone had to have proved it, Someone out there has been living for ages and ages without dying. Then you're saying that's who I saw in there? Maybe the name is just a coincidence. But if the five elders are the greatest authority among the celestial dragons, so called descendants of the gods, who else could possibly lord it over men like them? And there's one more wild leap in this story, my boy. If this thing you saw fly over the clouds and destroy an entire nation was a government weapon, then only Vegapunk could have created it. Hold on, Eva. Vegapunk would not build such an obvious tool of murder, right? But what if it were an ancient weapon? And if Emu were alive since ancient times, it's all linked up. Robin told us that the ancient weapons are real. But if the government is in possession of a weapon, why have they not used it before? And why use it now? Here we go. In the present day, in sacred Marishwa, a single celestial dragon had just been executed. We have no food, no bread, only cake to eat. But this was not news meant for the world to hear. The man who passed the sentence was once the ruler of a place called God Valley. Today, he is the supreme commander of the Holy Knights. His name is Saint Figerland Garling. The man he had executed for protecting the fishmen was Saint Don Quixote Moscard. Stand up for subhuman scum, and you sink even lower. Okay. So, a lot happened in this as well. We got the names of the five elders, as well as Emu. So it's possible that this is Emu from back then as well. And then we finally got the reveal of the once ruler of God Valley, who is now the supreme commander of the Holy Knights. We just got introduced to the Holy Knights recently, and we get his name, Saint Figerland Garling, which apparently from the Film Red movie, when I watched it, I did not hear this part of the movie, or I wasn't paying attention too well of this movie part, that the Figerland family is apparently Shanks's family. So this is potentially Shanks's dad, grandpa, relative, something like that. And then with obviously Uta being a canon character and an adoptive daughter of Shanks, this also makes her a Figerland as well. So there's a lot of things going on here. And now that we know who the leader of the Holy Knights is, it just makes things even more complicated. And then, of course, we're getting more characters. You know, One Piece is famous for its millions and millions of characters. So, I'm sure when we get the rest of the Holy Knights, that's going to be something. And, yeah, so there's that. Also, Mosgard is now dead. So, there goes any hope for the Fishmans of being equals at this point, until the world government is taken down. Because now Mosgard is dead. So there goes one celestial dragon that was on our side. So, other than Cobra. But yeah. So, this was fun. This was a good chapter. I really like the reveals. I really like how it was like how Sabo planned everything out. He had a receiving transponder snail on the island. So, and he was already at sea, which was great. We all kind of figured that obviously Sabo's not dying yet. He has stuff to do. And then especially after reading last chapter where he has to give a message to Vivi and Luffy. So that's great. Obviously, we are all hoping that Vivi shows up soon, either possibly to Egghead or Elbath, so that way she reunites with the crew and can officially rejoin again after being away for so long. But then also at that point, maybe somehow Sabo shows up and tells them what happened. But this was cool. It was a good chapter. Also, we got to see the other Seraphims. So we were kind of right about the Seraphims being like the warlords, pretty much. That the Seraphims are the warlords. That this is the new program, the SSG or whatever, the Seraphim program, I guess, to replace the warlords and all that. So we see Doflamingo, Moria, and Crocodile. So it is confirmed that they have the rest of the warlords. So I'm sure there are more. There's possibly Blackbeard as well. So possibilities are endless. More battles to come. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below on what you guys think. And if you're new to my channel, please consider the subscribe and notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time.